This is Donyale here, and you are at a Live Heart Inspired moment with me. Again, my name is Donyale, and I create from the village of helping build bridges across.com. And today's share is the truth speaks louder in actions than it does in words. What do I mean by that? You know, some of the simplest cliches, things that most of us have heard 1,000 times or come from a story or, things you heard growing up. I mean, it's like, your actions speak louder than words. That's really true. If you think about this, and I would even invite you to actually exercise in this, it's not what people say, it's what they do that tells us the truth. And I'm going to invite you this week or this day or whatever, actually set aside time to listen more. Listen more, talk less. Listen more than talking. You'll be amazed what you can learn. People tell you who they are all the time. It's just that very few of us choose to listen. We just assume, well, no, this person couldn't. Oh, no, that wouldn't. How do you know what it would or wouldn't do? Listen. Just listen. Listen to the conversation. Think about the actions that have taken place between the two. It could be the two, the group, whomever. You can always decide what to do with that. No one's walking around trying to confront or create confusion. It just puts life into perspective. I don't know about you, but for me, Donyale, I'm always looking for a healthier version of me. I'm always working on finding what works best for me. And it's not decided by a group. It's not decided by a team. It's not decided by anyone else in my life. It's decided by the heart that resides within. It's decided by me. That's a big deal. That's a big, big deal. So I want to encourage you that if you're someone who's hurting right now, get the help that you need to be healthy for those around you. Some of you are maybe parents or dealing with loss of some kind or dealing with life in some way or challenged by this or challenged by that. I would say start with what's important to you. Who are the lives that you might be accountable to? Who are the people in your life that matter, right? And how can we make a healthy version of that? Think about the gift that God gave us. As a woman of faith, He gave us the ability to be a steward over someone's life, to speak into the life of others. And even if you're not a parent, it doesn't require being a parent. You might work with children. You might be in the educational system or volunteering at a daycare center or working at your church in the daycare. Who knows what you do? But when you have young hearts around you or people who are younger, who are still traveling the path that maybe you've passed to, that's powerful that you can reach back and not only can you say words, but you can show. There's always someone watching. Even strangers watch. If you're in a store or a grocery store or running errands or, road rage, it could be lots of things that can confront you. It's your decisions that someone can see. It's the words that someone can say to you. I'll give you an example as I come to a close. So recently I went to the grocery store and I do use the U-scans a lot. It's just simpler and I don't mind. I'll just bag my things up and go. Kind of simple. Gives me a chance to kind of look through my phone because the places that I go, there's lines usually waiting for one of the available, self-serve scanners. This particular day, I had things in my basket, and I'm trying to remember what the item was. It might have been a couple of onions. It was something that had fell into my basket, and so I didn't see them. I didn't scan them, and I had walked to my car. Now, it's one of those things that you're at your car. The inconvenience of having to go back in. For most of us, you run your errands. You want to kind of get back to where you need to be. And I realized I had this item in my cart that had not been paid for. So I could have easily threw it in the bag. So, it's $1, it's $2. Who cares? I don't want to go back in. But I chose to go back. And when I went back, the cashier said, "Oh, thank you for bringing it back in." But I noticed there were ears around me. And I didn't even notice this until after I had said this. I said, "Listen, I'm not messing up my blessing over a couple dollars." I saw it. I had to come back. And my choice was if I didn't want to wait in line again, I can easily just put it back. Or I can pay for it. That was the option. So this doesn't make me some special hero. So please don't get the impression I'm trying to share, look at me, not my interests. What I want to share with you is that there's always ears listening. And I noticed that the person that was in line behind me kind of looked and kind of like, wow, kind of had the eyes of that's admirable, right? Not admirable because of me. This person will never see me again, doesn't even know who I am. The point was, a decision was made that somebody else saw, somebody else could hear what had happened. I didn't even think about it till after it happened. I was like, wow, somebody was listening. Maybe it was meant just for that. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. And we don't do things, at least I don't. I'm not doing it for a performance. I'm doing it because there's someone that may need to hear. There are people who care. There are people who are kind. There are people who are not looking for confusion. Our actions speak volumes. It's not what we say, it's what we do that matters. There's always someone watching in your home, in your family, wherever you might be, and that matters to me. I want my life to represent what I say that I am, because God is watching me. Character is who you are when nobody but God can see. At least that's my definition. All right, my dear friend, that's what I came to share today, that actions do speak louder than words. And if you want to know about what people think or how they are, listen. Listen more and talk less. You'll be amazed what you can learn. And then decide the actions that you take. Be mindful. We don't want to drift. Let's not be drifters. Let's not just do things like we're not really knowing, oh, I didn't know I said that. I didn't know I did that. Let's be alert. We're not perfect, none of us. My name's on that list first. But we do have decisions to make. And if we don't know what to say or what to do, quiet. Silence is a great tool. It's a great gift. All right, that's enough. And again, my name is Donyale. I come from the village of helping build bridges across.com. This has been a Live Heart Inspired moment. Take care. And you already know for those of you who have traveled some miles now, making gratitude contagious. Making gratitude contagious is always the intent. All of us as villagers, all of us, each and every day, in our own way. No one may even know. It doesn't matter. We're not doing it for a show. We are making gratitude contagious in everything that we do. Take care.